Hello there. I hope you're well. It says that I'm live, so hopefully I am. My name is Sherri Simpson. It's nice to see everyone. I am a thyroid coach and healer, and I'm really excited to be able to do the Council of Light Masterclass. So I'm going to make sure that I have you here, make sure that I'm live, and I'll be able to answer any questions that you have on the Facebook group. Let's just make sure I'm live. Yes, I am. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we are going to go through some slides. I went a little crazy on the slides. I made about 42 and I realized I had a couple of different rays of lights left. And so I ended up shortening it up at the end, but there's about 50 slides, so bear with me. All right. And, oh, there we go. Let's get me out of the way here. Maybe it'll work over there. All right. So I hope you are there. Let's make sure this works. Ah, it does. Lovely. So my name is Sherri Simpson. I am your thyroid coach and healer. It is June, almost July 2021, and this is your masterclass, the Meet Your Council of Light masterclass. I'm really excited about this. You can tell because I did slides. So, hello, I am Sherri Simpson. I end up always talking about manifestation and clearing energy. So if you're in my Facebook group, you know that I love to talk about all that kind of stuff, all those things. With the Council of Light, they are here to help us raise our vibration. So they are helping everyone on the planet to raise their vibration so that the whole planet's vibration can raise. So when you're working with the Council of Light, you can use them for anything. So you can use them if you have health issues, if you have money issues, if you have issues in relationships, or if you really want to be more connected. They're great to help you to connect. So we're going to meet all 12 of the rays of light. We're going to play with 3 of those rays over this class tonight. And with the 12 rays, I actually figured out right before I did this, there's only 11 rays of light. So we're going to talk about all 11. So I am a law of attraction coach. I healed a thyroid condition, and now I help women struggling with symptoms related to a diagnosed or undiagnosed thyroid condition to heal that. I love to play with the universal laws, like the law of repetition. So if you don't know of the law of repetition, if you've manifested something, you can say, and more please, and you're activating the law of repetition. With the law of incremental upgrades, that is a law where you don't have to jump from here to here. So from where you are to where you want to be in one step. Sometimes it can help you to do incremental upgrades. However, you could go through 3 incremental upgrades or 20. So there's lots of ways to play with these universal laws. And I always love to help people manifest more things, whatever they desire, more trips, more money, more clients, more love, relationships, whatever it is. So I'm excited to play with you this evening. So let's talk about the Council of Light. They are an intergalactic council, which means that the members are from different galaxies. They're here to help us raise the vibration of the planet one human at a time. So if you've ever read their book, I've read their book, and that's how I got introduced to them. Then if you have or haven't, I highly recommend that you go back and read it again or read it for the first time. A lot of people don't read, and I was not able to find an audio version. So you have to read it as far as I know. But it's an excellent book. And if you are called to work with the Council of Light, you can either do that through me or we can do it by reading this book. So again, I figured out today that there's only 11 rays of light. I thought there were 12. You can call these rays of light individually, so you can call them one at a time. Oftentimes, I can't remember what ray I want to call, and I'll just call in the Council of Light and ask them to apply the ray that makes most sense in that moment, or ask them to apply a handful of rays or 2 or 3 different rays. So again, we're going to play with that. So with energy, we know that whatever goes up has to come down. We know that there are polarities that exist in the world. You're rich, you're poor, you're happy, you're sad. Again, you're up, you're down, you're connected or disconnected. So the rays of light can help you to create a hologram of energy And what happens, so let's play with these a little bit. You can see I have the polarity hologram: happy, unhappy, healthy, unhealthy, wealthy, unwealthy, connected, and disconnected. So what I want you to do is pick one of those, and you're going to say it over and over and over and over again. And what happens when you include both aspects of the negative and the positive, you create this hologram where you raise your vibration to the highest version. So if you were to say happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, and you're to say it over and over and over and over and over again, then what happens is you lean towards happy because a hologram is created and you are both at the same time. So that kind of explains the work that we do with the Council of Light. They are here to help us create oneness and unity, for us to raise our vibration so that everything exists. We're going to play a little bit with this a little bit later, but I want to use a little quote from the book. The only thing that is stopping you from manifesting what you want is you. Direct from the Council of Light. So essentially, if you want something, you're going to learn throughout this presentation that it already exists in the now moment. And if it already exists in the now moment, then you should be even closer to it and be able to manifest it more quickly, which is a lot of fun. Just checking to see if I have any questions. If you have any questions as we're going along, feel free to ask them. All right, so I'm sure that you know the Emotional Guidance Scale by Abraham Hicks. With the Emotional Guidance Scale, we know that the emotions can go from 22 all the way to 1. So the heavier emotions are at 22: fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. If we start to go up the scale, 17 is anger. 10 is frustration, irritation, impatience. If we move to 5, sorry, I'm belching there a little bit. If we move to 5, that's optimism. And if we move all the way to 1, that's joy and appreciation and feeling empowered and freedom and love. So when we are in a place, say, of fear or grief or depression or despair or powerlessness, 22 is a really big jump to 1. So what Abraham Hicks always says is to try to find an emotion that is further up the scale, but not necessarily the whole 22 jump. So when we're working with the Council of Light, I want you to know that you can make these incremental upgrades from certain emotions to certain emotions. It doesn't have to take a long time, but you're going to have to go through several steps in order to create what you want. So with the Council of Light, let's talk about what light is. Before I go there, I want to mention that I used to call the Council of Light the COL, and I was told they don't like that. So I try to call them the Council of Light in the full terms all the time. So with light, we know that it's like a transmission or a frequency. We know that light contains all the rays of light. Light is within you, it's inside of your DNA, and it's outside of you. When we're applying these rays of light, it's a tool that we can use. We can call upon the council anytime. Takes like a millisecond to do it. And they're going to help you to apply these rays in order to shift your 3D consciousness and help you to get unstuck if you happen to be stuck. So basically what we're doing is remembering all of who we are. So who we used to be in light, we are becoming as humans to move more towards that. So with using these rays of light, you can certainly use them on yourself. I do that myself. You can share them with others. I share them with my clients. It's a lot of fun to help my clients use the rays of light. You can work with animals with the rays of light, in nature, with plants. You can work whatever you like with these rays of light. So I know I'm talking a lot with my hands. Let me know if you have any questions as I go along. So the very first ray that we learn about is the love ray. This is the ray of unity consciousness. So when we're in this place of love, it's as though it's everything. It's as though nothing else exists and everything exists all at the same time. So if we are applying the love ray, you're going to find that you'll feel a deeper sense of calm. You can step into this peaceful place in your mind, in your body, and it brings you to this awareness of your heart, your heartbeat, and your pulse. So I want you to do this with me. You're going to call upon the Council of Light. In order to do that, all you're going to do is say, Council of Light, please come to me now. And I want you just to feel I feel kind of a lightness. It's almost like there's sort of a sensation around me. And that's how I know that the Council of Light are there. Even if you don't feel them, know that they're with you. So now what I want you to do is bring your awareness to your heart. I want you just to pay attention to that heartbeat, to the pulse. Just feel into your heart. So what the Council of Light are really doing is helping you to focus inside instead of outside of yourself. So next, I want you to bring that energy up into the center of your head, into your pituitary gland. Just imagine you can find the pituitary gland inside of your head, and imagine that it's got that similar pulse to your heartbeat, that bump, bump, pump, bump, pump, bump, but it's up here. Now we're going to bring that awareness all the way down to the base of the spine, so it's in that area of the root chakra. We're also going to find that pulse down there. Pump, 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 pump. What this does is it helps you to create harmony in your body, because your pituitary gland, your heart, and the base of your spine, your entire body, all the way through the nervous system, is creating this harmonious place of calm. Let me know if you felt anything while we were doing that. So, what if you could choose to activate the love ray at the head, the heart, and the base of the spine anytime you wanted? Your body already knows this pulse. It knows your heartbeat. It knows that other areas in your body have this pulse. And your body works subconsciously. It just knows what it's supposed to do. So we're not creating anything new by calling on this ray. We're just activating something that's been within us all the time. So with this love ray, it is a vibrational frequency of oneness, and it is vibration, not emotion. So we know love as a feeling, as an emotion, but this is a vibration of the love ray rather than emotion. Let me know if that makes sense. So the next thing I love to do with the love ray is I want you to imagine that once you've activated the heart, where you've got the love in your heart, and you have it in your pituitary gland, and you have it at the base of your skull, the base of your spine. Now I want you to imagine that at a snap of your fingers, you can turn on a light inside every single cell. So the love inside every cell is going to turn on. Feels good, right? And then you're going to imagine that you can turn a dial and the light gets a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter. You can turn the dial again, bigger and brighter light. And as you turn the dial, what happens is the light, the love inside every single cell starts to connect to the other cells. So now you're glowing inside with this energy of love. And you can turn the dial again, and this energy of love starts to vibrate outside of your body. Outside of your body, you can fill up the room that you're in. You can throw some love at your neighbors, at your family. You can also throw this energy of love into things like your bank accounts, onto your credit cards, into places where you get mail, like your email mailbox, your Facebook Messenger box. You want to toss that love energy into the places where you want to shine more love in your life. I'd love to know if you enjoyed the love ray, if you have any questions about that, and if you felt anything in your body or sensed any difference from before applying the love ray to after. So this is about applying these the love ray as drops. So it's like a frequency that you can apply. So you can allow the love ray, we had it in every single cell of your body, and then it can expand to your organs and your glands, like your thyroid gland. You can, like I said, drop the love ray on your bank accounts, onto your debt, onto your savings account, onto your RSPs, onto whatever you want, so that you're amplifying the love in your money energy, in your relationships, in your body, and your health. And again, you can drop this love ray onto your pets, onto your plants, and onto your people. So you can use this for anything you want. If you're looking for a new job, throw the love ray onto your resume, throw the love ray onto job applications and things like that, just to shift the energy. Because remember, we're applying a vibration. All right, so this is a fun way to play with the love ray. I want you to imagine that you are in a cubicle, and in this cubicle, you have everything in your life that you have right now. but all the things that you want that you're in the process of manifesting are in other cubicles around you, but there's partitions between you. So you know they're there, but you just can't access them yet. So what you're going to do is expand the love ray. So if you have to, go back to the heart, back up to the pituitary gland, back down to the base of the spine, turn the light on back into the cells, expand that outside of your body so you have more than enough. Now what you're going to do is you're going to know what's inside each cubicle. So maybe 3 clients and a new job and a weight loss and a vacation are inside of these things that you don't have yet. So you're going to take some of this love and you're going to drop it over top of the partitions. And as you start to do this, what happens is these partitions start to fall down, and now you're an energetic match to what you really want. So this love ray can help you connect to your people, to your friends, to a partner. You want to use it on your relationships. It can make the good ones better, and it can make the not so good ones better as well. You also want to flow this love ray through your circulatory system. So essentially what the job of this love ray is to raise your vibrational energy. And when that happens, things like limiting beliefs and other limits that you create for yourself, places where you feel like you can't, places where you feel like you're not good enough, that you don't have the time, you don't have the money, that you don't know how, those things start to dissipate and they start to fall away, because we know that those things are all illusions that we've created about ourselves and about society. And so the love ray just starts to shift that energy so those old beliefs and limits don't exist anymore. Just going to check and see if we have any questions. I'm very calm. Excellent. Thank you, Joan. Okay. Next, we get to play with the joy ray. So the joy ray is your portal to greater health, wealth, and happiness. Sounds like fun, right? So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to experience more joy in my life? And, on a conscious level, we want to say, yeah, of course I am. But sometimes more joy in our life can actually be a scary thing. It might feel like we're not worth it. It might feel like it's not for us. It might feel like if we have more joy in our life, then we might have other bad things in our life as well. So on a subconscious level, the answer might be no. So I just want you to connect into your higher self and ask higher self, am I willing to experience more joy in my life? Just see what you get. All right. So with the joy ray, it's going to help you move beyond separation between you and them and you and it. And it's going to help you move past lack. So when we feel like we're not enough, like we don't have enough, like we don't have the things that we want, we're in a place of lack. And when we're trying to do things or we're working really hard, that's also a place of lack. So we want the joy ray to help us move away from that and to shift into this higher vibration. So are you willing to let go of not being enough and move into constant joy, bliss, and unity? Sounds really good, right? So you have learned all that is needed from these repetitive old patterns, these old beliefs, these sense of I'm not good enough. You've learned all you need to know. So it's time to shift these things. Excuse me. So I want you to say, I am willing to have an exquisite life. Say it a couple of times. I'm willing to have an exquisite life. I'm willing to have an exquisite life. And just see how that feels. Whew. All right. So we're going to play with the joy ray. The joy ray is going to enhance the amount of joy in your life. It allows you to see the joy that's already there and turn the dial up on it. So this is fundamental to your health, your wealth, and your happiness, because joy is vibrational and in proximity to health, wealth, and happiness. So we all know that we have free will, or at least on a conscious level, we feel that way. Sometimes on a subconscious level, we feel like we don't have choices, or we don't have opportunities, or that we're just not vibrating high enough. Know that you absolutely have free will, and you can choose not to partake in the joy ray or to partake. It's totally up to you. So let's apply the joy ray. So I want you to focus on your breathing, on your breath. And I want you to imagine that you can breathe in and out of your feet. So just feel your feet and imagine that you're going to bring in through your feet and breathe out through your feet. And breathe in through your feet and out through your feet. So what this is going to do is energize your path forward. We are applying more joy forward along your path. Now I want you to breathe into your higher self. Your higher self resides about an arm's length above your head. You're going to energize and breathe in and out of higher self. Breathe into higher self and out. And what this does is help you energize your intuition and your sense of knowing. Now you're going to breathe in and out of your heart. So we're applying this joy ray. We ask the Council of Light to help us apply this joy ray. Now what this does is it helps us get into a place of gratitude, appreciation, and celebration. So if we're focusing on this path from higher self through our heart and down our feet, and then back up through the heart to higher self. So I want you to inhale from your higher self through your heart down to your feet, and then exhale from your feet through your heart and up to higher self. And I just want you to create this breath path through your body. So inhaling and exhaling. So what this is doing is opening you up to receive divine transmissions. We all want to live more freedom and more joy, and like we're living on purpose. We want synchronicities to happen a lot. So in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to open that divine transmission and allow us to receive more guidance, but we are also going to prepare ourselves to receive more. The thing about us humans is that we have a hard time receiving. So if you have a hard time receiving compliments or receiving free stuff, then you're probably not allowing yourself to receive more joy and more good. So you want to keep flowing this joy ray in and out. And then you can exhale from your feet to your heart and inhale up and down in order to allow you to expand your capacity to receive. So one of the things that you can do to shift more into joy is create a list of things that help you connect to joy. And I know I've had periods of time in my life where I just didn't know what was fun anymore. Like I was too focused on working and doing and being and all of these things that I kind of lost track of what was fun. So I want you to think about the things in your past that were fun. One of the things that I've started doing recently is playing on a swing set again, because it's something that my inner 6-year-old really loves to do. So make a list of these things that feel joyful for you. And then with that joy list, maybe there's things that you've never done before that you've been meaning to do. Maybe you've been meaning to stand up paddleboard, or to go to a certain town, or to watch a certain movie. So put those things on your joy list as well. And just allow yourself to feel that joy going through that list. Maybe you do one thing a week. Maybe you do 2 or 3 things a week. So you're trying to activate joy in your life, in your body, in your energy more often. So I want you to say this. I am willing to have an exquisite life. I am willing to have an exquisite life. It feels good, doesn't it? I'm willing to have an exquisite life. And then you can call upon your Council of Light and you can have them apply that joy ray to you. And you can just breathe in and out from the higher self through the heart to the feet, from the feet through the heart to the higher self. And just play with that and see, maybe make a list and pay attention to whether this joy ray actually helps your life or maybe it doesn't. And maybe it just feels good in the moment. So oftentimes we are very disconnected in life. I don't know about you, but oftentimes I get my intuitive hits when I'm walking because I'm physically in motion and I have to pay attention to where one foot is going and where the next one is going. So I have to be more in my body. But sometimes when I'm driving, I'm in my head and you can tell that all my energy is up here and I'm not necessarily focused on what I'm doing. I'm relying a lot on my subconscious mind to get me where I'm going while I'm thinking about other things. So that is an example of split energy. We can also have split energy when your mind thinks one thing, like your mind is thinking, I really deserve more money. And then your emotions are saying, no, but more money is scary. So if you have split energy like that, then maybe your body is saying something totally different and your spirit, your higher self, saying something completely different as well. So what happens when all of these aspects of us are thinking different things, feeling different things, embodying different things? We have this confused, scattered energy and a lack of physical and mental and emotional presence. So with the joy ray, that's going to help you unify your energy so that your mind and your emotions and your body and your spirit are all in alignment, and they're all matching this energy of joy. So just allow yourself to dictate how you feel. So you're choosing how you feel instead of letting your external environment choose that for you. I'm just going to check and see if we have any questions. Good, we're good. Okay, let's keep playing. So next we're going to play with what's called the solar ray. So the solar ray is the now ray. So I just talked about how the mind and the emotions and the body and the spirit can be in all different places, and then we're disconnected. So when we're disconnected, a lot of times we're either playing in the past or we're playing in the future. So the now ray is going to help you play and be more in the now, because we know that everything happens in the now. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I willing to be energetically focused on the now? Just see what higher self says about that. So I want you to know that the good that you want already exists in the now moment. You're going to see this kind of as a repetitive pattern as I go through the rest of this presentation. When you are energetically focused on the now, you actually shift into this place of unity consciousness. So unity consciousness, I am one with spirit, I am one with other people, I am one with all aspects of myself. So this can help you to transcend the illusion of having a past and a future, because we know everything happens in the now. And I know we've read history books and we took history in school. So there's definitely programming that happens where we believe that there is a past and there is a future and everything doesn't happen in the now. But all there is really is the now moment. So the solar ray is like the sun. It is ever present. So this ray can help you leave any distortion behind, any sense of lack, any sense of I don't have enough time, or it was in the past or that's in the future, and help you leave behind any separation, any longingness, and more. So this solar ray is going to help you to trust more. It's going to help you to enjoy every moment, be in every moment, and help you to get rid of a sense of scarcity and lack, because in every moment, we have everything we need. I want you to go through the moments that you have in time from now on and just pay attention to whether you're present. And I want you to say, I have everything I need right here. I have everything I need right here. So in the now moment, you have everything you need. So this solar ray being in the now moment is how you actually access more abundance. Because right now in this now moment, I am infinitely abundant. I have access and possibilities. I have everything I need right now. I might not in a couple now moments in the future, but right now I have everything that I need. So when you connect into that now moment in the solar ray, it can help you expand your abundance. So we can also start applying rays 2 at a time or 3 at a time and start stacking them on top of one another. So when we have the solar ray and we apply the joy ray together, they work really well. So this can give you a tremendous capacity for living a rich and fulfilled and vibrant and engaged and aligned life. So working with these two rays together can really help you live. I don't know about you, but I've had periods of time in my life where I didn't feel like I was living. It's not a good feeling. We all want to be lit up and excited and happy and just feeling peaceful and calm and loved and excited. So the Council of Light can help you to illuminate this connection to everything, because it's all in the now moment. I know that's kind of a mind warp. So we know that the saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. So what that is actually saying is that we have everything. So whatever you have inside, it has to exist outside of you as well. So that means whatever you cultivate inside of you, inside of your mind, inside of your body, inside of your emotions, it's going to be represented externally. And when you're paying more attention externally to what's out there, so maybe you're paying attention to the news and all the bad things that are happening in the world, that's going to be inside you as well. So you want to be very careful what you are cultivating inside in order to create that in your external experience. Let me know if you have any questions about that. And then next, we're going to go on to the emerald ray. So this is the U ray. This is the ray where you are going to be more yourself, more authentic. So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to align with my multidimensional self? So am I willing to align my heart and my soul and my physical body? What the emerald ray does is it naturally helps you to be in the right place at the right time. I mentioned that earlier. We all want to be in the right place at the right time. We want free stuff. We want love. We want fun. We want play. We want always to be in the right place at the right time. So the emerald ray can help you with that. The emerald ray connects you very deeply to your body and helps you to understand that you're not really your body. So in this moment, you can actually imagine yourself stepping outside of your body and looking at yourself. You are not your body, but you are connected and part of your body. So what this emerald ray does help you do is to connect all of your bodies. And I like to talk about the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies and your soul and infinite self, your higher self. And the emerald ray is going to help you connect all those together. So with the emerald ray, which is the U ray, it is going to help you live more authentically. It's going to hook you up to your own energy. And just like we played with the love ray, you can turn this emerald ray and this U ray up just like a dimmer switch. So you can decide to be more you and even more you. The emerald ray is really cool at helping you to see your own uniqueness and help you understand why the heck you're on the planet right now. Why did you come here? So it's going to help you expand and amplify your own signature energy. And you're unique. You have unique fingerprints and you've lived a unique life. There's no one on the planet who's lived a life exactly the same as you. Even if you're a twin or a triplet, other people, those twins or those triplets, you still have all lived your own life. You're very unique. And there's a reason that you came here on the planet at this time. There's a reason that you came here to jump into the world when we're expanding our consciousness, when people are letting go of the need to live only in 3D and move into 4D and 5D. So there's definitely this consciousness shift that's happening on the planet. And if you're here, then you're part of it. That's just the way it is. So with the emerald ray, it's going to help you sparkle. It's going to help you shine and help you be seen. So it can help you find a partner. It can help you find a job or find clients for your business. So it's going to help you be more shiny and bright. Definitely you want to expand your you-ness. It can help you move into a deeper state of health and healing because it allows you to be more yourself. And the goal of being more yourself is really to experience more pleasure. So how can you play? What do you do right now to have fun? And how can you allow yourself to be in more of that energy so that you're more yourself, you're more happy, you're more playful, you're more fun? Essentially what the emerald ray does is it's going to help you enhance your youthfulness. So you want to defy age, you want to connect to vibrant health, you're going to call upon the emerald ray. Next, we're going to talk about the rainbow ray. So this is the ray of wholeness. So now I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to experience my wholeness in every minute? So I want you to think about the minutes that we have throughout the day. You know, when you're driving, there's minutes. And when you're sitting at your computer, there's minutes. And when you're at your job or doing whatever you're doing, there's different minutes where we're not necessarily in wholeness in all of those different minutes. So this ray, the rainbow ray, is going to help you release old limiting beliefs, step more into your fullness, and open more to possibilities in your infiniteness. The rainbow ray is going to help you to see things more clearly with a fuller perspective and enhance your ability to see more details. So sometimes, we can read a book and we're kind of skimming the surface, or we can watch a movie and our head is somewhere else. We're not present, and then we're not getting all of these extra details. So this rainbow ray can help you release resistance, love who you are and what you are as a human. And it can also help you to move into what you're supposed to do on this planet. So with the rainbow ray, it's going to give you full permission to be more yourself, to live more fully, to have more, to be more, to do more, to enjoy more. So the rainbow ray can help you to understand that living a fabulous life, it takes nothing away from others. So by you being happy, you're not taking any happiness away from other people. By you making more money, you're not taking money away from anyone else. By you and your business calling in and having more clients that are paying you, you're not taking anything away from anyone else. So the rainbow ray can really help you to step into that place where you're giving yourself permission to live more fully. So this rainbow ray is going to help you live more on purpose, understanding that you're not broken, that nothing in your life is broken, that nothing needs to be fixed. It's all energy. So essentially, if you have things in your life, if you're experiencing things now, if you have a physical condition, if you don't have the money that you want, it's all energy. So how can you allow yourself to raise above that so that these things are no longer a problem? It's like they start to fall away because our vibration is higher. So know that you're not broken. Know that nothing needs to be fixed. It's all about energy and how you shift your energy. So with the rainbow ray, it's going to help you enjoy the ride. Enjoy your impermanence. We know that all things change. I know that I'm not the same person that I was a year ago, and I won't be the same person next week or next year that I am right now. And we know that change is constant in our lives, and the goal is to enjoy the ride and have more fun. So the rainbow ray allows wholeness. So we know that we shouldn't be carrying over conditions for more than 7 years, because cells die in a 7-year cycle and new cells are born. So there's no need to carry forward disease more than 7 years. So if that's the case, who knows where you are in your 7-year cycle right now? You could be in year 6. So you may only have to carry this condition for another year. But in order to be where you are and to be healed within that time, your mindset and your energy and your emotions all have to change. The rainbow ray can help you move more into that place of wholeness and again, raise your vibration. So with the rainbow ray, it can help you to step into a new perspective. If you're trying to live your life based on old rules, old thoughts, old beliefs, and you struggled back then you're going to be creating a life of struggle in your future, because often all we do is repeat our past. So you want to be able to live in the moment and decide that you can live new, that you can change things overnight if you want to. You want to follow your desires because your desires are meant for you. You want to follow your intuition because it's there to guide you. Again, the rainbow ray can help. I'm just going to check and make sure that we don't have any more questions. Okay. Good. The forgiveness ray, this is also known as the freedom ray. We know that when we forgive ourselves and when we forgive others, that is freedom. So let's learn a little bit about this. I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to forgive myself and others and allow myself to be truly seen? So we're talking about the forgiveness ray. This ray is going to let you be you, let others be them. And then what we do is we create this place of mutual respect where I don't need to control somebody else and how they live and what they do. And I'm expecting them not to want to control me and the way I live and how I do things. So when you're working with the forgiveness ray, it's going to help you pay closer attention to your body, your life, and help you to embody your truth. So inside the book, it's really kind of an interesting scenario. So a lot of times this is going to make sense because you live somewhere. So you either are in an apartment building or a condo, or you're living in your own house, something where you have neighbors. So if you are in your own yard or in your own apartment and you are looking over to see what your neighbors are doing, you have actually left your place and left it wide open. And now you're in your neighbor's place. So you just kind of jumped out of your own body and you're in somebody else's energy at that point. But nobody's in your yard. So you've left your yard wide open. So this tends to be a problem with empaths. Empaths are in a place where they're calling in all of these emotions and they're feeling other people's feelings. Sometimes they're even telepathic and they're thinking other people's thoughts. And they're freaked out because they're like, that's not my thought. That's not my feeling. So what happens is they are often trying to figure out how not to pick up stuff from other people, but they leave their yard empty as they're trying to figure out how not to pick up other people's stuff. And then what they do is end up picking up other people's stuff. So there's a rule in the law of attraction here, because if what you want, you want to focus on. So we know that the law of attraction says like attracts like, which means who I am being, how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, how I'm acting, those are all going to translate into what I bring back. So it's this mirror that starts bringing things back to me. If you've never played this game, I highly recommend that you look at the relationships you have in your life and you figure out what those people are reflecting back to you and whether anything needs to be forgiven in your relationships. And also, you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. So if you have relationships that you don't love, then how can you change yourself to call in relationships you do love? So with this forgiveness ray, it's as though you are anchoring your consciousness in your own body, inside your own yard or inside your own home, and allowing other people to embody their places wherever they live. And we're not really worried about what other people are doing, and we're not, letting other people worry about what we're doing. So it's this cool place of just mutual respect and just being present. And we can be aware of what other people are doing. But when we start worrying for other people, we're outside of our space. When we start thinking other people should act a certain way, we're outside of our space. So you always want to come back to you and figure out how those emotions are working. So with the forgiveness ray, it does help you to release who you had to be for other people. So if you grew up in a loud family, maybe you had to be the quiet one, or maybe you had to be the loud one. Maybe you had a job where a boss was really mean and you were trying to be really quiet there. Those are some reasons that we can create thyroid issues. So if you decide, and I highly recommend you do decide, that you're going to stop hiding and stop pleasing others, that you're going to be more transparent, then you're giving yourself permission to live the way that you want. So this ray, this forgiveness ray, is going to help you become more aware of how you're operating in the world. Are you saying yes because you can't say no? Are you doing things because you think it will please other people, but it doesn't please you? So you want to be paying attention to how you're acting. The other thing that happens with the forgiveness ray is that your telepathy can increase. And this is kind of happening planet-wide. So what's happening is that we are actually becoming more and more aware of other people, and we're going to be becoming even more aware of how they think and how they feel without even asking. So what that means is that we don't have to act a certain way in order to please others, because they're going to know we're pleasing them. And we don't want that circle of emotion going around where they know that we're doing something to try to please them. There's no need for that. So there's more of a need for you to become more of your true self. This ray, the forgiveness ray, is also going to help you manage your empathy. So essentially, we want you to stay within yourself while you view others, instead of leaving your body and going into their energy. And again, leaving your yard or your home empty. I hope that makes sense. So with the forgiveness ray, it's going to ask you to be selfish. And I know that's awful. Maybe in your past, somebody called you selfish. I have a certain feeling in mind, or a certain situation where somebody said or insinuated in a snide way that I was selfish. I want to give you permission to be selfish. Give yourself permission to stay in your lane, to do what you want, to have what you want. basically you want to think about mothering yourself and allowing you to have what you want. Because really, the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is probably partly that you're not giving yourself permission and you're not allowing yourself to raise your vibration to get to that new place. So if you feel sad for somebody, it doesn't help them. If you feel happy for somebody, it doesn't really help them either, though happiness is a better energy and a better emotion, at least in my opinion, than sadness. So you always want to see other people as being their highest and most divine self. So I don't want you to worry about other people. I don't want you to take on other people's energy, to wish other things for them. I just want you to have their highest and their best and their most divine self in your mind at all times. So see if you can start playing that game where you go down and you're like, oh, I feel bad for this person. You're like, wait, nope. They have the ability to choose whatever they want. I can see them at their highest potential. So with the forgiveness ray, you're going to see things with new eyes. So if you had to teach somebody, let's say that you had to teach somebody how to drive, and this person had never been in a car before and they didn't take driver's ed, then what you would have to do is go through every single step that right now is like you do it on autopilot. You drive all the time if you drive. So when you have to stop and you have to explain things and you have to go into more detail, then you can be more precise and you can be more specific. So what this does is it's going to help you see things with new eyes, but it's also going to help you create these stronger boundaries that are going to benefit you and others. Some of these rays are pretty powerful, aren't they? So I definitely recommend you call upon the forgiveness ray. Next, we're going to talk about the peace ray. This is one of my favorite. So with this ray of light, it is, let's play with it. It'll explain it a little bit better when I'm actually taking you through it. So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to see, feel, and know peace in all things? So this ray is going to help you to calm your nervous system. Even thinking about the peace ray helps me calm my nervous system. So this ray is going to help you create this bubble of peace around you so that other energies don't bother you, so that things just kind of bounce off you. We're just like, nope, I'm in peace. That's all I need. So this peace ray is going to help you to strengthen your individual and unique energy. And you can see from the rays that we've been through already, a lot of them are doing a lot of similar things to help us be more ourselves, to help us stay in our own lane, to help us be more selfish in a loving and kind way. So the peace ray is going to allow you to be strong in your individuality and connect you to everyone else. So this ray is going to help you to understand that everything is light, aka also known as everything is energy. So energy simply manifests into different forms. So me and you, we might look different, but we're both made of energy. You know, the chair I'm sitting on is energy. The laptop I'm using, it's energy. It's just manifested in a different way. So if we want to go from here to here and create this new life, we are changing the energy. So this peace ray is going to help you sort out what is yours and not yours. One of the most important questions I help my clients when we work one-to-one, when they say, I have this problem, I say, ask your higher self, is it yours? And a lot of times, especially with the empaths, we are carrying around a lot of energy that is not ours. And in order to be able to pick up energy that's not ours, we have to be an energetic match to it. So we have to be open and available to receive other people's stuff. So it's almost as though we have to have this personality where we want to help, but we want to help so much that we're actually hindering other people. So imagine that my energy is here and your energy is there. If I have a piece of your energy and I'm stored it inside of my energy field, then you don't have all the pieces of your puzzle. So you may not be able to think straight because I'm actually holding on to a piece of your thinking. So it doesn't serve us to carry other people's energy. The best way that we can help other people is to see them as their divine self and to see them as already having the things that they want. So with the peace ray, you're going to be able to release illusions about things that no longer serve you. So if you believe that you want to have a 6 or 7 figure income, but you're not the person who has a business is that successful, then that's an illusion. That's something that you've created in your head that's not really true. There's no reason that you can't have what you see other people having. So this peace ray is going to help you to see this expanded and enlightened state as being normal for everyone, including you. So we're here in bodies in earth at this time. I talked a little bit about the awakening, and what we're actually doing is we're creating this union to spirit where we are adopting more of a spiritual embodiment, I'll call it. So definitely this peace ray is going to help you have your own spiritual connection. So you get to choose how you live your life. You get to choose whether you're going to meditate or not, whether you eat fruits and vegetables or whether you eat chicken or something else. It's up to you. So when you have applied the peace ray, and we'll do that in a minute, then it's as though you've up-leveled your energy and you can make decisions that are more you. All right, so let's play. So we're going to activate the peace ray. So I want you to say, Council of Light, come to me now. Council of Light, help me to apply the peace ray. So I want you to sense your spine. You have a cervical spine, you have a thoracic spine, you have a lumbar spine, and then you have a sacral spine. So you have a long spine with different sections that move in different ways. So with your spine, I want you to imagine that you can choose one piece. So maybe your digestion is off, so you're going to choose a piece of the spine that's on the back of the stomach or on the back of the intestines. Or maybe you really have a tight and sore neck, so you're going to choose a piece of the spine that's in your neck. Maybe you're experiencing weight gain, so you're going to think about choosing a piece of spine, wherever that weight gain is. So what you're going to do after you've chosen that piece of spine, you're going to ask the Council of Light to allow that peace ray to enter that one piece of your spine. You're going to play with it inside of that one piece of spine. Imagine that it's just rolling around. It can be any color you want. For me, sometimes it's a beautiful throat chakra blue, and sometimes it's like a magenta pink color. So just allow it to flow around that one piece of your spine. And then we know that gravity helps us here on Earth. So I want you to use that gravity to bring that peace ray all the way down to the base of your spine. And then as it starts to pile up there, you're going to bring that peace ray all the way up to the top of your spine, back there at the back of your head. You're just going to allow this peace ray energy to circulate up and down and up and down. You can tell that I'm a little bit slower and I feel a little bit more calm. And I'm talking a little bit more slowly because that's what the peace ray is activating in me right now. So let me know if you tried that. Let me know how it feels. So Joan asked, what if we're in year 25 of an illness? So if you're in year 25 of an illness, it means that you've recreated the same thing over and over again because you have the same perspective, you have the same beliefs, you have the same thoughts, you have the same actions. So nothing has changed. So if you want to uncreate it or not create it in the next cycle, then you're going to need to raise your vibration, use these rays of light, allow yourself to see all of these illusions that you've been believing, that you're not good enough, that you can't have what you want, whatever it is that you're believing. You want to prove those false and then create new beliefs and act only from that place of these new beliefs. And then you will refuse to create the condition again. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. The Venus ray, this one is fun. So this is a ray of opulent bliss. It seems expansive, doesn't it? Opulent bliss. Opulent bliss is just a cool thing to say. So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to live in opulent bliss? So what this Venus ray does is it's going to help you align to your divine birthrights. Your divine birthrights are abundance, all the money you need and more, all the things you desire, and the money for them is yours. It's your birthright. Beauty, radiance, and bliss, these are all your birthrights. So using the Venus ray can help you activate these. The Venus ray is going to help you to call within yourself to everything you already are. So it's like all of these pieces of you where maybe you're speaking on stage, or maybe you have 10 clients and you're all booked out. If you don't have those things yet, it's as though they're in you already, and the Venus ray is just going to turn them on and activate them so that they become real. So what happens as we're applying these rays to our body, the rays of light are going to shift the energy within us, and that, of course, is going to create a new outside or external experience for us. So the Venus ray is also going to help you to deprogram or unprogram old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old ways of doing, and help you reprogram to an aligned and new way of being and acting and doing. So I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty cool. So that's the Venus ray. So next we have the divine ray. This is the oneness ray. This is a really powerful one. So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to live in a greater state of awareness? Am I willing to be aware of more things? So this ray, this divine ray, is always there, just like your heartbeat is always there. This divine ray is going to help you connect to all things everywhere. With this ray, it's going to help you to build more of the things that you want in your life. So if we think of the divine ray as a building block that's created all of the things that we have in life now, then this ray, this divine ray, is going to help you put those building blocks together in a new way so that you can see this new life and create this new life. Sounds fun, right? All right, the last one we have here is the enlightenment ray. So this is the unity ray. And this is a really cool one too, in my opinion. So I want you to ask yourself, am I willing to see that what I seek is already here in this present moment? So with the enlightenment ray, it's like you're waking up to understand that what you want is already within you. It's already an energetic match. So the way that that happens kind of in human terms is that if you have a thought and a belief and a desire, that thing has to be created in some kind of parallel universe. It's actually a part of you already. So what you're doing is using this enlightenment ray. It's like you're transcending this place of separation where the things that you desire are actually separate from you. So when you transcend that and you realize that they're not separate from you, then you're going to manifest it with more speed. So the enlightenment ray is going to help you to understand that the things that you want are already in the now moment. And if they're already in the now moment, then they're already created. And what you're going to be doing as you're applying the enlightenment ray is you're closing the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Again, the enlightenment ray can really help you to do this. So this ray is wonderful to help you if you want to shift into a higher state of wealth, into a higher state of health, or into a higher state of happiness, because it transcends all of these things that we believe we are not, and it creates this thing that we are. And if we believe at some level that we're a bad person, it's going to transcend that and make you separate and allow you to believe that you're a good person. And then you're going to act from that place of being a good person and create the things in your life that a good person would have. So I hope that was really interesting. That is our last ray. And it's been a lot of fun to share this with you. So I actually thought that there were 12 rays. And when I was going through this, I realized that there's only 11. So these 11 rays, again, you can call upon them one at a time, or you can call upon 2 or 3 at a time. Or if you don't know what you need, you just call upon the Council of Light and say, Council of Light, I need a ray. Please help me apply whatever one makes sense in this moment. And then you can say, and now add 3 more, please, because I need an energetic shift in this moment. All right. So I would love it if you would join me. I am going to be doing a 6-week immersion program. So you're going to meet with me inside of a private Facebook group twice per week. We're going to do 2 rays a week. for the 11 rays. And then we're definitely going to connect one-to-one as well. You can do a 30-minute session for me. So meeting your council of light is one thing, but when you start applying these rays of light, so what you'd be doing, you're going to meet with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, you're going to learn 2 rays. You're going to play with those for a couple of days. Then you're going to learn 2 more rays on Thursday. You're going to use those a couple of times. And then you can learn how to combine those rays together and use all 4 of them at once. And then the next week, we're going to play with 2 more and 2 more. And we're just going to keep going through the 6 weeks. So the cool thing about having somebody like me walk you through this is that there's a certain schedule to it. So we're going to go through the rays the way that we discussed them today. You're going to be able to practice and apply them. You're going to be able to get your questions answered and just connect with me inside of that Facebook group. So my goal is to create an online program where all of these rays of light go into that. So after this is complete, I will end up taking the content and putting it online, and then you'll have access to that at a later date. So if you do want to sign up for this, I'd be happy to go through this program with you. It will be a group program, but you will get 1 30-minute one-to-one session. So you can find more about that at alongherpath.com. So this is $222 for this 6-week immersion program. You're going to meet a lot of me and see me a lot over that 6 weeks. And my goal is that from where you start to where you end at the end of that 6 weeks, you're going to be increasing all the things that you want. So if you want better health, more money, and better relationships, if you want vacation or whatever it is, and you're trying to create that, my goal is that you will create it by the end of that 6-week program. So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to stop the share here. And I got a new haircut today. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you do have questions, I'm happy to answer those. If you want to join the program, I'm happy to meet you in the Facebook group and we'll get started for the 6 weeks. So my plan is to start on July 13th. So the 13th and the 15th will be our first 2 classes, and then the 6 weeks will be after that, or the 5 remaining weeks will be after that. So again, this has been a lot of fun. I'm just going to check one more time and see if there's any questions. You missed a ray. Oh, we only have, I'm sorry, Joan, we only have 11 rays because I realized that there was 11 while I was going through this, and I thought there was 12. There's not, there's only 11. So I missed a ray too. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time and your energy. And I hope this was helpful. And I hope that it was fun for you to call in your council of light and to practice using the love ray, the joy ray, and the peace ray. So on that note, peace out. We'll see you soon. Namaste.